Good morning this Monday, the 13th of March. I'm Grady Ball for Market Analyst with Bell Direct. The local market tumbled over 2% on Friday as investors were spooked by comments made and reiterated over a few days by Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell in the US that interest rates will need to stay higher for longer, prompting further fears of a global recession. The utility sector was the only sector to escape the broad market sell-off locally on Friday. The winning stocks on Friday were led by Origin Energy, adding 2.45%, while TPG Telecom and Silver Lake Resources each also added over 2%. On the losing end of the market, though, it was a lithium sell-off, led by Allkem tumbling 8.6%, while Sayona Mining and Liontown Resources each fell 8%. Wall Street closed sharply lower on Friday as the collapse of tech-focused lender Silicon Valley Bank sent shockwaves through the banking sector. The collapse resulted from losses in the bank's bond portfolio and is the biggest bank failure since the global financial crisis. The Dow Jones fell 1.07%, the S&P 500 lost 1.45%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq fell 1.76% on Friday. It was the worst week since June 2022 for the Dow Jones on Wall Street last week, with all major indices capping off the week with losses. The Dow Jones fell 4.44%, the S&P 500 dropped 4.55%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq lost 4.71%. Over in Europe, markets closed lower on Friday as well, also led by a sell-off in the banking sector after early news of a capital raise at Silicon Valley Bank, leading to the stock collapsing 60%, wiping out over $80 billion in the value from the bank's shares. Germany's DAX fell 1.31%, the French CAC lost 1.3%, and in the UK, the FTSE 100 shed 1.67%. On the commodities front this morning, it's a green run, with crude oil up 1.27% at $76.68 a barrel. Gold is up just under 2% at $1,867 an ounce, and iron ore is up 1.16% at $130.50 a ton. The Australian dollar is buying 66 US cents, 88.93 Japanese yen, 54.58 British pence, and 1 New Zealand dollar and 8 cents. Ahead of the local trading session, the SPI futures are anticipating the ASX to open down 0.55% following the global sell-off last week that ended the week on a very sour note. Stocks trading ex-dividend today include Dusk Group, Chorus, and Joyce Corporation. If you've been thinking about these stocks, it might be worth considering buying in today, as stocks trading ex-dividend generally trade lower on the ex-dividend date. And now let's dive into some trading ideas for your consideration to start the week. Bell Potter has upgraded its rating on Platinum Asset Management from a sell to a hold, but has decreased its price target from $1.68 to $1.66 after the Bell Potter team met with the company, and also following the release of the company's funds under management figures for February, showing $18.5 billion in FUM, being $153 million lower than January, indicating outflows of 0.7%. The increase in the rating to a hold follows management being upbeat about the prospects for the company, including strong distribution and position in the market, and higher costs in recent reports being attributed to higher bonus payments to staff. And Bell Potter has downgraded its price target on Lumos Diagnostics from 10 cents per share to 6 cents per share, but maintain a speculative buy rating on the company, following the signing of 3 service agreements with the potential to provide up to $2.5 million in revenue. The price target downgrade, though, is on the back of a reduction in Bell Potter expectations for revenue forecasts for products sold as the new CEO, Doug Ward, increases the company's focus on the services arm of the company. And that's all we have time for this morning. Thanks for joining me and have a wonderful day. As always, happy investing.